Hey everybody, welcome to Trader Minutes. Great to have you aboard. I'm Carl. Thanks for tuning in for the last little bit this afternoon. Let's look at the futures here. See the market itself up about 4 right now. Just as a snapshot here of the futures, it's well off the lows. It's come up. It looks like it's going to finish positive. This market is going to finish slightly positive. Okay, but let's go look at that. Let's go look at that on a chart. So I'll update this on right here. So what's going on technically with the S&P? So technically with the S&P, the past level of resistance, let's just look at it in terms of the 7. You could call this resistance, a little bit of resistance up around that area. And it's broken up through it, it's coming back, and we're dipped below the 7 yesterday. And we're hitting it right once again today. So technically it's hitting the 7, a push lower. If this was a stock, a push lower come Monday would push this down in the 1750 area. Likely the 1740 area. So that's, if you get something like this come Monday, draw a little candle there for you. So you get a little push lower, something like that come Monday. Very bearish for this. Okay. And we'll see if we can get that. The market might consolidate. These little dips, the last month or so, it just bought up. It's due. It's about that time. The feds have come out. They made their announcement. They did their okay, I'll check NEM. Thanks, Vaughn. They did their little thing, and so far, whenever the feds have come out with their announcement, the decision, it's just rolled over. I don't think it's going to be right here, right now, but it could be as early next week. All right. So that's a quick peek at the market. It's showing some signs of weakness, but is it going to happen, just hard and fast? Not likely. It's likely to just start to roll over, and then you're going to see signs, some bigger candles, kind of like over here, some bigger red candles popping in as it's pushing down below the 7, which is going to show some weakness, and this market's likely to go negative. Next week's going to paint a picture probably for the rest of November. NEM. You've got puts on it. Congratulations. Let's zoom in. Support on this is about 26. Let me zoom in and show you. Actually, support a little bit higher than 26. Right here. Just slightly above it. Right through there. A little bit of support right there. You can see it broke through it today. The volumes, I would imagine today's the volume's pretty strong, but I'm going to have to take these out of this as far as the candlesticks go. I'll just make it dots. Be able to see the volumes a lot better. Yeah, heavy volumes today. That's what I thought. Just looking at that big sell like that. So Newmont Mining, very strong volume, breaking down, pushing down off of 27, which was a little bit of support for it on strong volume. I wouldn't give it a whole lot more downside. If you got a nice gain here, I wouldn't oppose taking it off right here. It's about $1.50 away from the 7 right now. It does have the strong volumes, but as far as it could come down maybe another 50 cents before it encounters a little bit of support if it doesn't hold 26. It could come down a little bit more come Monday, but I wouldn't be opposed to take it right here. We took USO because it was about $1 away from the 7. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. It was still falling when I looked at it last. But this is going to be about $1.50. Doesn't mean it's going to be a snapback, but it just, the odds of a slight consolidation back upwards are going to rise a little bit. Okay. Oh, you just bought it. Yeah, I'd look for it at this point. It might drop another 50 cents and hit that lower band. If it enters a lower band and starts going through it and they start expanding, it might go a little bit lower than that. Based on the volume, it could have more downside. If you held it, I wouldn't oppose getting into it right now. Look for a little bit of support, 50 cents lower, but if it breaks into that lower band, then you got a good thing going. Just ride it with a band if that happens. Okay, thanks, Jill. We'll keep an eye on that. Thanks for pointing that out to us. Support's always willing to help out. All right, let's run through our positions. Now, it's only been half an hour since we ran through them. TLT right down here around the 106 area. This is a good level of support for it at 106. And again, if 106 holds, we got a higher low locked in here. We're going to hold TLT going over the weekend. I think a break of 106 will be a little bit concerning. Yeah, I don't like today's price action. Of course not. It's down about just over 1% here. Don't like the price action here, but the fact that it's at 106 and it's been holding slightly above 106 gives me some hope here. And with what we talked about 20, 30 minutes ago with the euro and the dollar, both at the euro on some pretty good support, the dollar at a little bit of resistance, that could help out. That could benefit here with the bond fund that we're in right here. And then we're also in XLE. XLE, man, that 86 mark. Okay, you look at the strong volumes. You look at the fact that it pushed down below the 7 once again today. I still think there's more downside in this. The band's contracting here. The bands are a long ways off, so that's not really going to come into play here. I want to look at some of the bigger components here and see what they've done. Yeah, wow, look at XOM. Yeah, that's what's going on. Some of the larger components here have come back a little bit here this afternoon. This is still red. I still think oil is going to drop. Let me let's bring something up in here. Okay, I still think oil is going to run lower. We're going to hold this. We're about break even on this trade. I have to go look at it, but it seems like we're around break even on the trade as of right now. I think we went positive today, but we're not. I think we're just slightly negative today with today's action here. So we're planning on holding XLE going into Monday, and then now ABX. Slipping through 18. Now they got the big news of the all the new shares of stock being issued, pushing down. This was our smallest trade we had. We've had a low position size just to help with the risk on this. Yeah, the major volume today. Just there's a lot going on. All those new shares being added out there today. All right, we're not going to move on that. No. SLV. Now, it's been holding this level all day long. It's been down most of the day, up once or twice for a few cents, but holding 21. Okay, so we're going to hang on here with SLV. So we're going to hold all the positions we have remaining. Remember, we sold USO about 35, 40 minutes ago. We got out of USO. And we took about a 50% gain on that. All right, that helps with the account a little bit. Let's look at some of the top three. I want to run over these really fast and with you. Now US still continues to rise into the close, which is pretty bullish. It's got incredibly strong volume, a bull vibe entrance as well. I really like this. Very strong upside on it. I'm not going to make the trade for the company on this today, but I couldn't argue an entrance right here using 25 as a stop. I'd put a price target around 28. This is very bullish price action here on U.S. Steel. I really like that setup. Okay, then I also want to run through Walgreens. Was the other one from the top three. Same thing. It's a little bit lighter volumes on a push up above 60 like that. A little bit lighter volumes on it, but very strong. Trading up towards the highs. It's rallied here a little bit into the close. The volumes at one of these bigger levels of a 10 like that are going to weigh in on a little bit here, but a very bullish price action. This is a good looking trend rider a Vibe bull entrance. Okay, and then Comcast. Same thing. So the top three are rallying into the close today. They're all pretty much at the highs. Now Comcast is going to have decent volume. You know, you could say it's lower than the day, a couple of days in a row here, but you look at the average I've got in there, that 50-day average of volume, it's going to be right at it today. And so this is a pretty decent setup because the stock's already in an uptrend. I don't need the extra volume on a Vibe bull entrance or a Vibe bear if an uptrend or a downtrend's already been established. So these are, I couldn't argue an entrance on any of these. With the Vibes, you can use the 7 as your stop, or you can use something a little bit tighter if it's a little bit too far away. But right now, this isn't far away at all. It's about just over 50 cents away from the 7 is all. So I couldn't argue an entrance on any one of those with them rallying into close like it did today. We're going in with 4 positions into the weekend. We're going to just take a little bit easy and hold these positions and not make anything new today, and then look for another entrance on Monday. And we're going to reevaluate everything again on Monday, see what the market's up to at that time. Okay, so that's a review of the top 3. Now let's look at Facebook. I was just running through some charts a little while ago, came across Facebook here. You know, it was up earlier in the day. It looked like it might rally here up off 50 and push up off the 7 like that, which could have been bullish for it. But you can see what it's done during the day. It's pushed back down below the 7. Now it's right about that $50 mark. Okay. I'd like to see it break through that 50. If it could rally a little bit closer, I mean a little bit more into the close. It's got some strong volumes on it. I'd like to see it break 50 as it's breaking through that 7 right there on some decent volumes. So it's got the volumes. It's just not convincingly breaking through 50 at the moment. But that would be a pretty bearish sign for this, likely to come down into the 48 range. It could even retest the lows of the earnings announcement yesterday. But at this point where it's just right on 50, I'd like to see a stronger push down below it before I got really bearish on it. Okay, but so it's not there yet. I want to check out on Deere. Yeah, it's holding. Look at that. It's holding 82. This thing starts to bounce up off 82, it's likely going back to 84.50. That's been the mark for it. Okay. Okay, everybody. I just want to say thanks to everybody. We got a great group of people out there. I appreciate your support, and I know you're hoping the best for us. We're doing our best here, and hope to just get better. New challenge is going to start on November, basically 2 weeks from today, November 15th. We're going to kick off a brand new challenge. So you're going to start seeing an influx of people here. We welcome everybody that's new, and again, thanks for your support and everything that you're doing out there. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Jill. Been very busy. Yeah, Jeff's been out of the office all day. He's running around and doing a lot of necessary things for the company out there. But I really enjoy filling in. I mean, talk about a dream job. You know, I've got it. I love to teach. I love to coach. I love to trade and all that kind of stuff. So this suits me to a T. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. I'll be on chat with you the rest of the afternoon. Any questions or comments, just throw them in there. If you have any questions you want me to get through over the weekend or something like that, you're welcome to email me as well. It's Carl. That's with a C at TraderMinute.com. Okay, thanks. Take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hope you had a lot of Halloween candy. Bye-bye. Before I turn this off, I'm still on. Before I turn it off, let's ABX. ABX, what news they got today, or last night, right after the close, I don't know if you saw it. It took place about 20 minutes after the close last night. I know you know the news. With their issuing about 135 million shares, new shares into the marketplace at 1835. Whenever a stock issues new shares, it's bad news for it. It's going to be a little bit, it could go up when gold goes up. I think it's going to be, it won't go up as much as the others. being the new shares that are out there today. You can see the volume on it. I don't know if that's people buying up the new shares or it's just people bailing out. It's tough to say. Could be a little bit of both. But anyways, that's what's going on. Okay, yeah, I'll have them take care of that for you. Look at that for you, PW. AUI, we can look at that. Yeah, Yamana Gold. This the price of gold. All the gold stocks are down today, more so than silver. A little bit more than silver. As far as any support on it, right here, 9, the next level. There's a little bit right where it's at, but really 9's the bigger level for it right in here. Yeah, it's got a lot of volume on it. This could come down to the $9 area. Okay, but yeah, and the gold and silver, they've been falling. We've got a weak euro and a strong dollar. Whenever the euro drops, it's typically going to put pressure on commodities, and that's what we're seeing with gold and silver, oil, and some of the others. Okay, gold and silver are taking it on the chin the last couple of days. So that's what we're seeing here. So next support level here is going to be 9. Okay, thanks. All right, everybody, have a great night and a great weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.